Welcome to Heroes Assembly. Head down, see Africa, who is my name, the grandson of all revolutionary ancestors. Still on COVID-19 outbreak in Nigeria. It's now time for us to reason together. Is COVID-19 the only disease killing Nigerians? Or let me say, is COVID-19 the only disease in Nigeria? Before COVID-19 became popular, or let me say become popular in Nigeria, we've been battling with Lassa fever, typhoid, malaria, including cholera, and these diseases have claimed lots of lives here in Nigeria. But unfortunately, COVID-19 came and our government is no longer talking about all these other life-threatening diseases. Anyone who is sick now is assumed to be having COVID-19. And as it is today, most people are no longer ready to even go near hospital at all because of the fear of being tagged COVID-19 patient. And this has forced many people to stay back at home and self-medicate. And majority have died from self-medication. How come no one is talking about all these life-threatening diseases, since we know that COVID-19 is not the only disease in Nigeria? Your guess is as good as mine. COVID-19 now appears to be the new cash cow. Therefore, everything to promote it is required by our greedy politicians, just so they can gain from it. Believe me, most of the claimed confirmed cases here in Nigeria are not COVID-19 cases. Honestly speaking, I'm not saying COVID-19 does not exist. The disease is real, but the figures in Nigeria are wrong. They are wrong because, let me give you an example. The first index case recorded in Benue, I'm talking about Madam Susan Idoko. The woman has spent over 45 days in isolation and she has been crying out that she is not sick, but they refuse to release this woman. That is one. The people in Gombe State that went on rampage, protesting, destroying things, you need to go and watch the video yourself. Then you see clearly that these people are actually not suffering from a disease like COVID-19. That is to mention but a few. So how come no one is talking about this? If our government are saying that, if our government is saying that I'm lying about this allegation, they should subject confirmed cases that they claim to have to medical bodies of international of other foreign countries. Let's see if they will come back with the same result as we have claimed to have here in Nigeria. It's unfortunate that everything our people come in contact with, they corrupt. COVID-19 is a killer disease and it is threatening humanity. But unfortunately, our politicians always find a way to make business out of any problem. And today, COVID-19 is proving to be one. Many states are now struggling to get their own share of domestic and foreign donations. No one even really cares about those who are actually infected with COVID-19 now, not to talk of those who are suffering from other diseases that are claiming lives in Nigeria. It's about time for us to start reasoning together as a country. What is the way forward? How come we don't have provision for suspected cases? I mentioned this in my previous video that because someone is coming from a country with high risk doesn't mean this person is infected. And if this person is not infected and he or she is to be taken into isolation, that means he or she is supposed to be under suspected cases. Then how come in Nigeria there's nothing of such as suspected case? All we have is confirmed cases, confirmed cases, confirmed cases. And they keep telling us that people are in isolation. After some time they tested negative and they've been set free. Are the said people who now test negative today, did they actually tested positive in the first place? I asked this in my previous video, and it's about time we begin to ask our government questions. Because if you listen to Governor Yaya Bello, although he are not his fan, he is a governor that has been so arrogant in so many ways, but his stance concerning this COVID-19 is making me to reason along with him. He even alleged in his speech that they said if you have COVID-19 in your state, you have more money. He is not interested in the money. Who are the people that are playing politics with the lives of Nigerians? Who are these people that are playing politics with the lives of Nigerians? Who are the people who wants to become overnight billionaire with the help of COVID-19? These are the areas our government at the federal level, when I say government at the federal level now, I'm referring to the president. These are the areas he needs to come in and stamp his authority, unless he is also proven to be one of those benefiting from it. That's just the truth. We can't be at home, locked down, and nothing is forthcoming. People are losing their jobs, and at the end of the day, it will find out that the actual cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria is not even up to 30. That's just the truth. I'm doubting if we have up to 30 cases in Nigeria in general. That's the truth. How come we always copy and paste everything that happens to the Oyimbos? Taiwan is a country very close to China. You can make your findings. Taiwan is not on lockdown. Though they have the coronavirus in their country, but they've been able to manage it. Why are we not copying from countries that have been able to manage this pandemic and go about their normal life? We are always copying the Oyimbos. We copy and paste, not even looking to the fact that if European countries want to lock down their country for 2 years without working, they have the financial capacity to do it. We here, if we don't work, we don't eat. If we don't work, we don't eat. But our government, we just sit down, look at what is happening in England, look at what is happening in Germany, they copy and paste. Not even considering other factors like our educational level, the level of civilization, and what have you here in Nigeria. That is one of the things I have observed. Another thing I have observed is, I also mentioned this in my previous video, although I did not go deep into it. Country like Madagascar came up with CVO, coronavirus organic. Countries like Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, South Africa, they've all keyed into it, looking for how they can help to combat the pandemic in their country. In all of their discussion and everything I found out so far, from Senegal to Guinea-Bissau to South Africa to Madagascar, Nigeria, that claims to be the giant of Africa, is nowhere to be found in this picture. What exactly is the role Nigeria is playing as a big brother in the fight against COVID-19? Is our government only concerned about the donations that will come from both domestic and international bodies only, or we are actually concerned about how to combat this pandemic holistically? These are some of the things you and I need to reason about, so that we know exactly the way forward as a people. Because we can't continue to pretend as if all is well when actually all is not well. This is just what I have observed, and I say let me throw it out to you people. Please tell me what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to share with friends. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Subscription does not mean you pay money. It only means that YouTube will know that somebody has liked my page. That's what subscription means on YouTube. It's just like you liking the page on Facebook. Please subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Until I come your way next time, head down and say Africa, who is my name, the grandson of 4 revolutionary ancestors. Bye for now.